We're here in Monte Carlo for the Rendez-Vous de Septembre. For Invest TV, I'm Richard Banks. And I'm joined now by Stephen Young, who's CEO IQUW Bermuda. Stephen, great to see you. Welcome.
Great to see you, Richard. Thank you. Very nice to be here.
So we're here in Monte Carlo where discussion centres around what's going on in the reinsurance market. Give us your interpretation of where we are in the cycle.
Well, the cycle is an interesting one right now. We are seeing signs of moderation, especially with the hard property cat markets from the past couple of years, and some other specialty lines as well. But pricing momentum is slowing as capital and capacity is coming back into the market, which is an interesting one to see. The interesting aspect is that the underlying risk environment is still quite challenging. We're still in the middle of hurricane season. It is a very challenging wildfire season in the United States and Europe, actually. Cyber threats continue to evolve, and the geopolitical risk is certainly always there. And inflation has been increasing in the US again. So lots going on that we need to take into consideration as underwriters in the reinsurance world.
So the suggestion seems to be that perhaps we're coming off the hard market. Hard markets inevitably are much shorter than soft markets. But have you seen any changes in the way that cedents buy reinsurance as we're coming out of the hard market?
Yeah, I mean, just right off the start, I'd like to say insurers continue to value reinsurance as a strategic capital tool. They value partners who can provide diverse lines and coverage throughout their entities. It is one we are seeing in the property cat space. Continue to see attachment levels stay similar, stable that way, but there have definitely been more requests for more flexibility, maybe multi-year deals, those sorts of things. So we are seeing some push that way. But I think the biggest thing from the property cat perspective is really about attachment levels, and those seem to be staying the same for the moment.
In a softening market, what opportunities does that provide for well-capitalized reinsurers?
Soft markets are always challenging, but for reinsurers, well-capitalized reinsurers, it presents opportunities as well. Reinsurers can differentiate themselves, still maintaining their underwriting discipline, but by providing options to insurers. And that's really what we see. I mean, for us, we actually are trying to diversify our portfolio. We've just come out with a release to say we'll not just be writing property cat in Bermuda, but also lines of mortgage, credit, and cyber reinsurance as well. So you can definitely diversify and provide more products within the space as well.
So that I guess brings us on to that question of relationships. Reinsurers love to talk about the importance of building relationships. Yeah. How do you go about doing that as the market softens?
Yeah, the relationships and long-lasting relationships are really important. They're built on trust and transparency. And we as the reinsurance market need to continue to be open and make sure that our clients understand what our issues are with whatever's going on that day. For IQUW, we will continue to bring global expertise with a local presence in our local markets, and we'll look at intelligent solutions based on data and insights from that data. So look forward to continuing to work with our long-term partners.
And does that use of data include the use of AI?
Yes, at some stage, but we're also looking at the data for each individual program itself. Okay.
One last question, if I can, Stephen.
Yeah, of course.
What issues are being missed now that are perhaps going to be most important in the future?
I think it's taking into consideration some of the changes that are going on right now. So AI is certainly one you've mentioned, but actually the geopolitical changes are quite significant going on right now. And we all need to have a really good understanding of what's happening there. The U.S. tariff program, having an understanding of that, and the impact it has on relationships with the U.S. and other countries around the world will be very significant.
Stephen, great to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed for your time.
Richard, thank you so much. Appreciate this.
For AM Best TV, I'm Richard Banks.